I know it's been a while since I made my last video. So rather instead of just like showing any screens or anything, I'm gonna just tell y'all what happened. Regarding furl, because we know not that long ago I made a video about the furl controversy where and like we noticed terribly backfired considering the fact that now furl will be shut down within 30 days completely. And for some reason, they're still like they're not gonna delete the game, but they're gonna keep everything up for like I don't know why. They're just gonna keep the game available to themselves, but they're not. They're gonna shut down the servers to the public. So yeah, to better further explain this, there was an AMA not that long ago, and I'll see if I still have access to any AMA files. And if not, I'll just kind of explain the best to my knowledge, since I'm not really sure if I actually have the AMA or not, Google Doc, because I did find it through the Furl Facebook group. But long story short, Furl is leaving completely for good, is what they were supposedly saying in the Discord. But they're gonna keep the Discord. What I'm guessing is it's been talked about, and they might keep it in a ready state mode for some unknown reason. I honestly don't know why they're doing that. So yeah, it's just kind of weird. But anyways, Furl is leaving between the last they could be able to log into Furls between the 20th and the 21st, because after that they're completely shutting down their servers to only work on Cinder, which really makes any sense? No. So I actually did find a document. I'm only gonna read the last few messages from the very end to better yet downsize the time, because I'm actually gonna have a 3-part live stream, which I'm gonna actually turn into a full movie. I'd rather not just have it's just like a random just video. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna make 3 different live streams, set them to unlisted, and then after I set them to unlisted, after that I will like put it together. I'll do all the editing to put the videos together. If anybody wants access to this, please let me know. And through any of the social media links, if I haven't updated them anyway. So yeah, from the very few AMAs, here's what it says so far. So basically, on what the wildworks admin said was right here was the very last thing they said. From between 5:20 to 9 was, well, what's this? They said, they were saying, well, I'll go back to 5:19. They were saying, I can't speak to the mod on Cinder server because due to the issues within the Cinder server, there have been mental health jokes and racism throughout the whole Cinder server on Discord, and no one ever talks for within Cinder because Cinder isn't the place to discuss for. So basically, as I mentioned before, it's a place to discuss Furl. One of the users that I'm gonna leave, I'm not gonna name this, but they said person events once the pandemic clears. Collectibles, merch too, as mentioned before, would be awesome to see, along with collabs for toy makers. Although I of course am not caught up with what's been happening lately. I haven't been able to play Furl yet because of real life stuff, but there's a lot of potential. Wildworks admin said, I used to love those events, jam cons and ups and such. Some of our jam ambassadors grew up and wound up working on interning for Wildworks. So cool, the fans are amazing. They said, I'll say it once. Someone else said, this is gonna be anonymous too, because I don't think anybody would want their name out there. And just in case they do, please comment in the video below. But they said, I'll say it once more. The Cinder community has been dropping slurs in its Discord. The staff member owns racist and sexist NFTs. Any genuine constructive criticism is labeled FUD, but which I need to see what that means later. And the person who asked is banned. Those who have purchased Fae and play are selling off their Fae as the game is Furl stripped to its very skeleton. There is a vague roadmap with no proof of concept. There is nowhere to go from here. There is no community for you to return to. Now, if you would please address the documents. Thank you. I will take you at your word that you won't say it again. Somebody else said, "How are NFTs more accessible to teens than microtransactions? There's a pattern to the target audience. No, NFTs are IMO more niche than social animal games, and as a lot of people already mentioned, super controversial. And to 99% of people, it's downright a joke. They are very destructive to the environment. If it wasn't for the money, then why bother with even more niche genre, a genre that looked down on? I like this game and I like social MMOs, but it lost its incentive pretty quick. Why not build this project further and give players more reason to invest time and money into it?" And wildworks admin said, because everything starts with a first step. Someone else said, "How can you say that when Cinder is Furl? The assets are from Furl. The models are from Furl. Are you going to address this at all? Yes, I understand your own those assets, but you are presenting Cinder as a completely different game that is not for us. I think we have a right to be skeptical at your intentions and upset with your decisions." And wildworks admin replied to them, "Sad, we own them. Why can't we use them as we please? I've never understood this argument." Somebody else said, "Why don't you guys just completely shut down Furl? I mean, with the whole insulting your fan base, completely censoring them, ignoring them, constantly not listening to fans, I don't think anyone even trusts your company anymore, let alone play the game." Shake my head. And this is where things start to get worse. I don't know if anyone wants to stay here to listen to the rest of it. So yeah, right after they said that, the last thing somebody mentioned was, I think some time ago, before you guys weren't silent for a while, a couple people were banned for no reason. Correct me if I'm wrong. Will you unban the folks that were wrongfully banned in there? And wildworks admin said, "I'm not going to lie, I have no clue about ban history in this server, nor what happened to cause the ban. Sorry." Even though he's the one that did it, left my bleep off. Which is something they actually said, but they didn't even delete the reply, like, because they knew they were insulting us. Like, oh my god. Okay, just a second. Can everyone stop just for a second? Okay, thanks. Now it has been a busy day, as you all know about the mint. Let's not pretend otherwise. Haha, ugh. I'm going to let you self-moderate if you can. I'm going about soon, so please stop typing. Not because of you, lol, but I have other stuff. Okay, let's try again. Have you found this at all helpful? I wasn't planning on spending so much time in here, but time got away from me. Should we continue to chat maybe tomorrow? And one of the mods said, "I'm going to be honest, not a lot here was shared that we didn't already know." Then while we're talking, said, "I'm going to postpone the announcement until tomorrow because I would like to continue our conversation if y'all want to as well." So I'm gonna skip down all the way to 532. So someone replies to someone else's. It said, "Thank you, anonymous." I'm gonna leave everybody anonymous just in case they don't want their names mentioned. And again, if they do, I will not only leave the Google Doc that I found from the Furl Facebook, but I'll also leave down it in the link below in the Facebook, because this is what actually happened. Okay, so they said, "Thank you. This community is great, but like any community, it needs to self-moderate at times. They push back the announcement has specifically to speak further with us, or is there still internal discussion that we had?" I think a little of both, frankly. Why did you ask us if we wanted the announcement tomorrow if you were going to postpone it anyways? I initially came to just announce an announcement later in the evening. I stayed because I want to answer some questions. I offered to postpone because I thought the answers were helpful. Apparently not. That's unfortunate. It certainly wasn't my intent. And at 5:36, they said, "Give me a few minutes. Sorry, BRB. Everyone breathe. Please be calm here." Okay, everyone. Sorry, I'm back. 5:44. They said I came back here to tell everyone about an announcement later this evening. So I will just go back to that. There'll be announcement this time zone. I don't know what time zones you all are, but it is 3:45 p.m. where I am. So the announcement will be a little over 3 hours. MST, and I sincerely appreciate your civility. So this is where things just take a turn for the worse. Like, I'm not sure if this had anything to do with how critical everyone was being right after people were saying that they shouldn't have even continued to get so far as the Google Doc flags. Hold on, guys. Just a second. They're putting the Furl project to wildworks management has made a decision. It means that the Furl Discord server will remain open. because at the moment, like, the game is just like just about done with. So hold on. They said, right after they said they're gonna bring the Furl project to an end. What does this mean? Furl Discord server will remain open until this time tomorrow, 7 p.m. MST time. If you would like to spin up an alternate server, please go ahead and link here so that you all may continue to congregate there. Furl web servers will be shut down effective immediately. There will be no access to the game for a brief period of time. On February 19th, so I'm gonna quote unquote say they pushed this back all to March 20th to the 21st. They will open up the servers one more time for a 24-hour period so that everyone can go in, screenshot their items, say their goodbyes, etc. After this time period, the game servers will be shut down and there will be no more access. We appreciate everyone's passion and dedication for Furl. Sam will be at here sometime tomorrow. Not sure when, but they will let you all know. I'll be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. MST to answer questions one last time. If anyone would like to ask any final questions, thank you. And unfortunately, I was unable to join this because of other things going on at the time. But like, this is just like unfortunate for wildworks to do something like this. Like they were saying, they didn't really put any time in it to actually advertise the actual thing at hand, and instead just copy everything to another game because quote unquote Web 2 and Web 3 doesn't work. And after this, I'll actually will be making like a Google form for everyone to join in if they want to join in on a group project I'm making, which will actually be in my server. The server is not like Animal Jam and Furl material though. Even though I have a few Furl, Animal Jam, and wildworks related chat rooms, the server itself is not really for Furl. Even though like I was saying, it had like Furl, Animal Jam, it had like multiple games and different stuff in the server. But I'll put a link down into the Google Doc, and I'll put a link down if anyone want to join the Discord server. But be on alert. You have to be 16 or 17 to join this Discord server. But if not, then I'll just make a separate Furl server just for Furl related things. I'll put it in a poll for everyone to vote on whether to do this. And I'll update everyone within the Furlarians against NFTs and the Furgration Discord servers. Let everyone know about this. I'll just update them briefly. Just ask them to look at the description within the video link if they already seen the video. So yeah, and they'll be updated later today or tomorrow, depending on how much time I have to update anything. And thanks to whoever who's watching this, and I hope you have a good day. And like everyone was saying within any of the Furl Discord servers, don't let any of this stress you out, because nothing's gonna benefit for it. Wildworks wants you to feel like this. Because all they did was take money, and they don't care about how anyone else feels regarding racism or mental health, or taking money and just throwing it into the Cinder game and copying assets from Furl to Cinder. Like they don't even care how anyone feels. So don't let any of this controversial stuff with racism, mental health, or even money get you in this way, because it's not really worth it. If there's anyone believers out there of God, I'm praying for you. If anyone are believers of God and Jesus, I'm praying for you, because I know this is like a huge mess. No one was expecting this, because people felt like Furl wasn't only a place to socialize. They actually made moments and memories there. And people even made characters that they didn't even know they were gonna make. These characters didn't only become a part of them in the game, but like a part of them in reality, due to the fact that a lot of people have actually drew their Furl characters, just like they drew their Animal Jam characters. And loads of people who grew up with Animal Jam played Furl. Most of them were either teens headed for adulthood, older teens, or adults. So I can kind of understand the stress of everything going around here. Like right after I made like a video about like Furl meme, like everything just went down from there, and I just kind of like feel like maybe I should just take a break from the videos because of like personal issues with certain things in my own life. And it just kind of made me slightly lose a little confidence in whether or not I should make any more videos, because I feel like Furl just got in the way of everything, and it just made me feel like with other stuff going on, it really wasn't worth it. And like, just like, I just decided not to like deeply worry about it anymore, because for a minute I was, but like, I don't even care. Like, there's other games out there like Roblox. Would I still play Animal Jam is the question though. Yes, no, maybe very rarely. I'll just log in for rewards, but besides that, would I still actually play this game is the real question. I can't say yes or no on this one, because Animal Jam has been like my childhood for so many years. I started playing Animal Jam between either 11 or right before I was 12, when my mom got me a tablet for my birthday, and it was pretty shocking because the first time I actually got an Animal Jam account, some really crazy mess happened to my mom's like card information, money wise. So yeah. And right after that, like some years later, back in 2019, which was years later from the issue that's been had, Animal Jam actually had a data breach which compromised everybody's information. They got access to people's emails, addresses, IP addresses, and all type of stuff. And this data breach didn't only hack a lot of people, everyone lost a lot of items in the game, including me. And this was like right before Valentine's Day when my items got hacked. Everyone was warned to change their password between 2020 to early 2021, which I knew alone was still an issue, since the people there didn't know how to use the security features right for any of their games. And like two-factor authentication wouldn't help anything, because the games are still having issues to this very day, though. Which I apologize to. Like I was saying, I apologize, and I feel bad for anyone who feels like that this game meant the world to them, because you see where it went. And I can actually see people not playing Animal Jam anymore because of this. But still, don't let Furl get you down. We might not have Furl, but we still have Animal Jam. And the only reason why Animal Jam is so popular is because kids and adults don't know the truth behind wildworks. A lot of them who didn't grow up with the game just knows wildworks for who they are randomly than who they actually are. They might even think more of Animal Jam as something along the lines of ABC Mouse or something, even though that's an understatement. Because Animal Jam is free to play and ABC Mouse isn't. But we just see how NFTs just ruin the world here. Because now, like, during, like, the Super Bowl and the same time they were having the Olympics, I've seen a lot of NFT commercials out there. And I don't think that really pushed anything forward. I also feel like people could have been more useful there and tried to make better replies instead of just saying in the game. Because I feel like it was more based on what people were saying, too, rather than what they shouldn't have been saying. Because more like, I feel like if I was there, I would have actually made some good questioning. Like, why didn't you guys sell the game off to another company or something? So yeah, it was very different. And I was just like, yeah. It was a wild ride and a wild weekend for everybody. So like I was saying, I'm ending out my video now. So if anyone wants to join this project, I'm going to be calling it the Wildworks Controversy Project, where anyone can join. And I'll be trying to get in touch with people on YouTube like Penguin, Z0, and Chatronic, and Saberspark. That's if they'll accept my request, along with Blame It on Jorge and your Everyday Dearest, because I know they probably would have like better ways of contacting the people. I would try to find ways to contact some of the people from Wildworks, like Sam and a few others if possible, just for some brief questions. Like, it wouldn't be like interrogating them, but like some simple civil questions like, why wouldn't they try to sell the game off or find other ways to help the game rather than just give up on it? Like, I understand the motive of not being able to continue it, but I could see the game being sold off to a company that can actually help it more than just let it dry out and rot to dust. Because they said they would be publicly shutting down their servers but not deleting the game, actually. Which makes me believe they're going to actually copy everything into Cinder, which is going to make it even worse. But anyways, besides that, I hope you all have a great day. Enjoy playing games such as Ponytown, Animal Jam, whatever you still play and don't play, including Roblox. But besides that, this retired CEO of wildworks actually said they were making on a game called Modstorm, which is gonna be a browser-based MMO where you can build the game however you want, which is gonna be pretty interesting and amazing. And I can't wait for that to come out. So I hope everyone has a good day. And remember to eat plenty of food and drink water. Do not worry about this anymore. Take deep breaths. Talk to God. Do whatever you do to make you feel better. Any kind of relaxation exercises that will help you. And I'll see you either in Fergation, Furl Against NFTs, or in the Wildworks Controversy Project. I'll be linking down a Google Doc along with my Discord username within the Google Doc, and along with either my server if anyone has to join. But remember, you have to be 17 to join. Even though it has these channels that goes towards stuff like Gotcha Club and Animal Jam, the server itself, I don't really think it's supposed to be for anyone under 17. So thanks for watching, and peace. And remember, Clark Stacy's a core. Okay, bye everybody, and have a good day.